Right guys, I don't know if you can hear me, but here we go. I'm just going to do a quick prep of how I prepare my daily Nutri bullet. Alright? Bear with me. Here we go. Baby spinach, carrot. Let me take it out of the bag. I've just dropped it on the floor. Well done, Neil. There we go. Have to give that a wash now. Just getting the other bits to start the preparation off. Some blueberries, you can't see that. There. Ginger. So I'm just getting the stuff out of the fridge first, and I'll keep the coconut oil in the fridge too. Alright? What else is missing? I think that's it for the cold bits. Right. Now I've got OCD, so I wash everything. So the first thing I'm going to do is... Oh, that's great. My fridge has decided to freeze everything. Thanks, fridge. But I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to put about... I don't know. About that much baby spinach. If you can see that. Let me have a look at the camera. Yeah. It's a bit worrying. I can see holes in some of these ribs. I might have a caterpillar coming out of one of these. I suppose it's extra protein, eh? Right, that's the spinach. Now I'm going to cut a carrot. 1 second. Yep, you can see. Right, get rid of the top bit. I want to use about that much, yeah? Can't believe I'm doing this, by the way. Right. That goes in there. Yep. Okay, next bit of ginger. I'll show you how much ginger I use. This is all down to preference, by the way. It's all a personal thing. I don't think too much or too little is going to hurt. So it's down to preference. I think ginger's got a lot of good quality, so I'll try and use that little bit extra, but not too much, because then it does overwhelm the taste of the drink. So I use about that much. Can you see? It's like a big cube, isn't it? Well, it's not a cube, but you know what I mean. That doesn't need washing, so I'll keep that out for a moment. Next, and this is just something I've just devised myself, just experimented, and I just tried to chuck loads of good shit in it, and that was how I came about this recipe. At the moment, if you just hear me clambering about, I'm just getting this cucumber ready. So about that much cucumber. I don't know if you can see that. It's about 1.5 inches. I don't know about inches. I tend not to think about them. Right. That. Let's just chop this up. Oh God, I hope this video don't go on too long. I'll bore you shitless on a Friday night. Right, that's all that, and then finally some blueberries. Sometimes these go a bit mank, they go soft and horrible, but so I tend to pick out the ones which are slightly harder. Hard is better, guys. Hard is better. Yeah, they're all a bit shitty and soft. There's one hard one left, so I'll throw that away in my little caddy bin. And let's open this fresh packet up. And just put a few more in. I'll try and show you how much I put in. I mean, again, this is all down to a personal thing. It's nothing. There's no set rules. The good thing about these Nutri bullets is you can experiment to your heart's content. And these are really soft. They're absolutely shite for £2. What a load of shit. But yeah, I don't know if you can see that. I've got what, about a handful and a half. Right, so that's done. I'm just going to stick this in the fridge. Stick all the bits that I don't need. I'll be there in a second. fridge, freezing everything. Well, I'm just going to give this a quick wash. OCD guys, I wash it about 50 times. I just tend to do it, rather than wash it outside, I just do it in the actual jug or whatever they call this. It's called a tall cup, I think. Are you bored yet? It's been about 10 minutes, isn't it, at least? I'm trying to go as quick as I can. I don't know who, out of any of you lot, who have got a Nutri Bullet, I don't know, but I think they're really good. You know exactly what you're putting into your own drink. Right. Now the thing is, you can't go above a certain level, so what I do, because it's going to get crushed anyway, once it's all washed, I just shove it all down as hard as I can to give me room for the other bits that I put in. So you can see I've made it just under half. And then if you can make out that maximum line, it's just there. And that's the maximum line where you can put your whatever food content in your liquid. And I use water. You can use coconut water. You can use all sorts of liquid in there, whatever you want. You can make it as healthy or as unhealthy as you like. I know people who make ice cream in these things, so yeah, that's that. My mum does Oreo and salted caramel ice cream for me when I go around to hers in one of these. There you go. Right, I'm going to get the other bits now, the dry bits now. This is my dinner, by the way. I've hardly eaten anything today. I'm going to have some beans on toast as well after this. Right, I was going to have Domino's pizza. Now that is what do you call it? Resisting temptation or what? I was so close to getting a Domino's pizza, and I thought, you know what? I'll have a Nutri Bullet and beans on toast instead. How good am I? Right, spoonful of oats, porridge oats, in tablespoon that is. I do about cacao. I don't know if you can see this. Sorry, I'm not even checking. There you go. That. You can get this from, what do you call it? What's that place called? Just under a teaspoon. I don't know if you can see that. It's difficult without me spilling it. Holland and Barrett. Is it Holland and Barrett? The health shop? So that's, you can get that sort of stuff there. And they do, sometimes they do buy one, get one for 1p, or buy one and get one half price, because these things are not cheap. You can get so many things from there which are really expensive, but it depends on how much you want to spend and how much you believe this actually does any good for you. So I think sometimes a lot of this stuff is all psychological, but at least you know you're trying. That's the main thing. Right, and this is going to be a tablespoon of pumpkin seeds. I don't know if you can see that. So it's a tablespoon of pumpkin seeds going in. Oh, Jesus. Half of them have flown out into the sink. Well done. It's not easy being a telly chef, guys. Not easy. Right. Then this is organic milled flaxseed. You've probably seen this in Tesco's. All sorts. It's quite popular now. It's the Linwood's one, but they sell all sorts of stuff as well. This company here, which is the cacao powder, is it BioGlan or something? They do all sorts of superfoods, super greens, all sorts of shit which you can eat like this with the Nutri Bullet or in other ways. So, okay, now this is going to be a tablespoon of milled flaxseed going in there. Now I should probably be eating this stuff so late at night, but who cares? At least I feel good that it's gone down in my system. And then some goji berries. My mum got me these. They're Tibetan, and I think she got them from Amazon. And if you get it that way, they're quite cheap. Because again, if you buy these from Tesco's or somewhere like that, it can be quite expensive. And this I'm just going to break a few because they tend to get stuck together. About a handful, just like that on top there. So that's that. And what else have I got to do? And then the final three things, I don't have any protein shakes, so I won't be doing that today, unfortunately. The protein shake does make it a lot more tastier, but I don't have any. So this is going to be some peanut butter. I always get the crunchy, I don't get the smooth. Apparently the crunchy is better for you. It contains more food value. Steve can correct me if I'm wrong, he's probably a bit more clued up with all this stuff, but yeah, that's that. Peanut butter there. And then I ran out of honey the other day, so I bought a new one, and check this out. This is going to be interesting. This is honey with cinnamon. So check this out. I have no idea what this is going to do to the taste. So I'm going to just get the bloody seal off. It's that new. Jesus, I can't even get the seal off. Alright, put the lid back on. I might just try a bit of this first. As if it's overwhelming. Wow, that's just right. That is just pure cinnamon. But I normally squirt, just put a couple of squirts in. That's going to make it very interesting. And then finally, because I keep the coconut oil in the fridge, it's quite hard. You know me, I like hard. Yeah. So it's sort of flake, just sort of get it out with the teaspoon. I don't know if you can see that. It comes out a bit like snowflakes. You can, I don't know, I think I've been told that you should keep coconut oil in the fridge, but I might be wrong, I don't know. And that's that. Now you can mix that with just water or whatever you like, whatever beverage you like. I'm going to run the tap for a bit, make sure it's as cold as possible, because my flat is absolutely baking at the moment. And let's just fill this up. So I've just filled it up just under the, if you can see, under the max. I'll quickly show you the actual Nutri itself if you guys have not seen one. That's the actual machine there. So then this will go on top upside down with obviously the blade. I'm using the milling blade today because I've my other blade, which is the cross blade. After about 6 months it does start to leak into that side, which isn't great. It's not harmful, but it's not nice. So I've ordered a new one which has just arrived, but I can't be bothered to clean it. So I'm just going to use the milling blade for now, but you really should use the cross blade, which is this one. That's the cross blade. The milling blade is for, like, you know, dry nuts and stuff like that, or coffee beans if you want to do ground coffee beans, shit like that. Do you know what? I'm going to make this video a bit more interesting. I'm going to show you my my Arsenal stuff, and one of them you're going to hate, but I'm not getting rid of it because it's unique. I don't know if you can see. So that's the away shirt signed by the team. I can't remember what bloody year that was, but you got probably most of the Invincibles on that one. And here's my favourite, but because the sunlight's hit it, the bloody signature's faded a bit, but it's a Bergkamp. I don't know if you can see that. A Dennis Bergkamp frame, 3 pictures, but the middle one's actually signed. I think you can just make it out there. Bloody faded though, which just pissed me off. Then here, just above the telly, is the what was it? I can't remember what the colour was called of this one, but this is signed as well. You can't really see it because they've done it in black ink, but yeah, you can just about make out the signatures. Again, I think there's a lot of Invincibles on that one as well. That's that one there. And one of my favourites was, this is a This is of the last game at Highbury when Henry scored the hat-trick. And that's him just about to take that hat-trick, I think. The kick for the penalty, which gave him the hat-trick, and then he kissed the turf. And he's actually signed one of the tickets. And that's that. And then 2 left. That's the Freddie when we won the FA Cup. Again, his signature is fading. There's nothing I can do about it, but hey ho, I know it's there. I'm never going to sell the thing, so I don't really care. And then, unfortunately, this was a unique thing when this Git played for us, but I'm not getting rid of it. It's Van Persie, you can see his signature just there. And picture, and then it's signed, plaque and everything. And all these do carry a certificate of authenticity, so hopefully they are the real deal. So I just thought I'd make the video a bit more interesting. Right, I'm just going to quickly churn up this NutriBullet and show you what it looks like before I stick it down my throat. So 1 second. I'm going to do that now, a bit of noise. Make sure it's screwed on tight, guys. Do it a couple of times just to get it as ground up as possible. And one more, 10 seconds. Should do. And this is what it looks like. It looks like shit. See that? It's like a greeny brown liquid. And I'll just tell you what it tastes like. Let me give it a shake. Let's see what with the cinnamon. So this is a new one. This is a debut version. Tastes like shit. Can't even taste cinnamon in it. There you go. So that's my 18-minute rendition of how I make my NutriBullet. I hope you enjoy. Look at that. Disgusting. It's like what they serve in prisons, isn't it? Look at that. Alright, speak to you later, guys.